Now, Barack Obama and his Republican rival Mitt Romney are preparing for their first face-to-face debate. The US president is slightly ahead in opinion polls. It'll be the first of 3 debates to take place. They'll all last 90 minutes. 60 million Americans are expected to tune in, and the candidates will know the subjects in advance. The first ever televised debate in the US was held back in 1960 when then Vice President Richard Nixon famously overheated under the bright lights.
90 minutes, 2 candidates. Barack Obama and Mitt Romney face-to-face in Denver, Colorado for a debate about domestic policy. Half will be devoted to the subject American voters say they care most about, the economy. The rest of the debate will focus on health care, the role of government, and governing. After months of campaign events and TV ads, the primetime broadcast is an opportunity for Americans to see the nominees clearly lay out their plans and criticize their opponents.
Flashback to 2008, and there they are. Then Senator Barack Obama and Mitt Romney sharing a few moments on stage after back-to-back Democratic and Republican presidential debates in New Hampshire. They also ran into each other at a Labor Day parade in 2007. A campaign source cataloging the meetings tells CNN these are just 2 of the 3 times the candidates have ever seen each other in person. Flash forward to 2012, one day before the debate. Romney briefly stopped for lunch, grabbing burritos at a Chipotle with his sparring partner, Ohio Senator Rob Portman.
Governor, you ready for I'm getting there. People want to know who's going to win, who's going to score the punches.
At a pre-debate rally in Denver, Romney seemed to downplay reports that his campaign has prepped him with zingers to go after the president.
It's not so much winning and losing, or even the people themselves, the president and myself. It's about something bigger than that. It'll be a conversation with the American people that will span almost an entire month.
Romney aides say the GOP nominee is adjusting his debate tactics away from what worked with a handful of opponents on stage to a more one-on-one approach.
There's only one person on stage that's done 3 nationally televised head-to-head debates in a general election format, and that's been President Obama. Governor Romney hasn't.
During the primaries, Romney demonstrated he can stumble, as he did trying to bet Rick Perry big money at one debate.
Rick, I'll tell you what, $10,000 bucks? $10,000 bet?
But Romney is no debate lightweight, here taking down Newt Gingrich's idea for a moon colony in Florida.
If I had a business executive come to me and say they wanted to spend a few $100 billion to put a colony on the moon, I'd say you're fired.
While Romney stays behind closed doors, he's fine-tuning his message, softening his position on immigration. He told the Denver Post he will honor the president's recent stopgap measure, allowing the children of undocumented workers to stay in the country until immigration reform is passed. He's also out with a tough new ad, linking President Obama to former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Who will raise taxes on the middle class? Barack Obama and the liberals already have.
Analysts believe the 90-minute exchange at the University of Denver will prove crucial for both President Obama and Mitt Romney, with the latest opinion polls showing very little to choose between the pair. It'll be the first of 3 televised duels with a little over a month to go before the vote. But it'll be down to Romney to deal a knockout blow before the expected audience of 60 million, because although the poll results are close, Obama is still ahead.
These are not the 2 best debaters that we've ever had run for president. The president is very cool. He tends to be very factual-oriented. He throws out a lot of numbers. But he also can get irritated, and he can come across sometimes as a little testy. He doesn't like to be challenged, and if people go after him on specifics, he sometimes gets his back up a little bit. That's going to be one of his challenges, is to avoid that.
So a debate on their doorstep matters. What are you hoping to hear?
I'm hoping to hear what's going to be best for my kids and my grandkids, which I think something needs to be done to change what's been going on the last 4 years.
So I hope that there is some sort of discussion and sort of more of a hope for the future, because right now there's just a lot of mudslinging. I don't know if you've seen anything on TV recently.
You can't miss it.
Obama had years to stand up to China. We can't afford 4 more.
Spending on TV campaign ads has gone into overdrive. In some places, 10 times as much as 2008, nationally double. Almost all of them are negative.
Borrow money if you have to for your parents. Get real, man.
It will only intensify from here on out. And it will only, you know, the analogy we use is it's the beginning of the roller coaster ride where you're in the car and you're kind of going straight up. We'll be in that phase for definitely the next 3 weeks.
It's a windfall for the TV stations, but it hasn't stopped Romney slipping behind in the polls. He needs a good debate to get his campaign back on track. The president's popularity, too, is not what it once was. Even his biggest fans beaten down by the economy.
My enthusiasm is so different from 2008 in that, well, now we've seen what it's like to have President Obama for 4 years governing as president, and clearly there are many more obstructions than I thought there would be to his ideas and his agenda.
Half of the first debate will be about the economy. The candidates have been practicing hard, aware that a single winning one-liner or one simple gaffe could make or break their campaign overnight.
More money is being spent on this election than ever before. Who wins depends on how people vote in a handful of swing states, and more specifically, in a few areas of those states. And so all that money is being spent on bombarding the undecided, with TV ads and with phone calls.
This is Lucille from the Obama's campaign.
Rich, and I'm a volunteer with the Re-elect Obama.
The Democrats have a well-oiled campaign machine. It was grassroots supporters inspiring new voters who won Obama his first term in office.
We are outnumbering Republicans with new voter registration. We have volunteers in here every single solitary day making phone calls. And we have a paid canvassing team that's been on the ground for months now. And we will have a large army of volunteers on the ground when it's time to get out the vote.
Just down the road, the Republicans are doing exactly the same thing. In a swing state, your phone's always ringing.
We always know that down near Las Vegas, that always goes Democratic. In all our other counties, they all go Republican. This county right here, Washoe County, which way it goes, it will determine how the state goes.
So how is it going? The competition is very much on, and people are divided.
The man that can put more people to work, that can guarantee a better economy in the future, I think is going to be the man that's going to pull through.
Have you decided how to vote yet?
Yes, I have.
And who are you voting for?
I'm going to vote for Romney.
As far as I'm concerned, Romney's for the rich, and we're just the middle class that's talked about a lot.
I just hope that whoever wins the election is going to do the job for all the people, not just for some of the people.
Have you decided how you're going to vote yet?
Not yet.
Which way the undecided voters go depends on what happens in 4 short weeks.